School is out, and most young people are spending their summer by a pool, at camp, or a part-time job. But a 15-year-old from Compton, California, has been earning a place in the record books and honoring some history-making World War II pilots in the process. Ephraim Graham has her story.
Kimberly Anyadike inspects her single-engine red-tail Cessna before every flight. But the takeoff from this Virginia airport is special. It's the 8th day of her cross-country journey. And when she lands in Washington, D.C., she lands a place in the record books as the youngest black female to fly coast to coast.
I've been underestimated a lot, especially since I'm a girl. There's been a lot of male instructors that will be like, just sit back, I'll do this. And I'll be like, no, watch me, I can do this, you know?
The soft-spoken 15-year-old learned to fly at 12 as a student of tomorrow's Aeronautical Museum in Compton, California. It's a program Hollywood stunt pilot Robin Petgrave started 12 years ago to curb crime in Compton by giving kids wings to escape, literally.
It feels so great. Like the other day when we flew over Chesapeake Bay, I was like, wow. I was just so overjoyed and stuff, and I was like, yeah.
Kimberly is overjoyed about making history and honoring it. She dedicated her mission to America's first black military airman, the famed Tuskegee Airmen.
I wanted to show the Tuskegee Airmen that someone still cares, that I admire them.
Kimberly made 11 stops on the journey before landing here in Newport News, Virginia. And with every stop, she meets a new round of Tuskegee Airmen, all of whom stop to sign the plane before she takes off again. Here, 89-year-old retired Chief Master Sergeant Grant Williams adds his signature to the side of the Cessna 172.
Oh, it's just a fabulous thing to consider how far we've come, especially when I reflect on what things were like when I was growing up, when I was her age.
86-year-old Tuskegee Airman Levi Thornhill has traveled with Kimberly for every mile of the trip.
She has a wonderful family, which unfortunately a lot of these kids that we're trying to reach don't have.
Family adds fuel to Kimberly's mission. Her 17-year-old sister, Kelly, is the youngest black woman to fly 4 planes in one day.
When I set my record last year, she immediately wanted to do something after. She's like, don't worry, Kelly, I'm going to beat your record. So initially the plan was that I was going to solo 4 planes and 2 helicopters in Canada because you can solo when you're 14, and around that time I was 14.
But at 15 and 5'3", that adventure was simply too small for the girl who believes the sky is no longer the limit, and every takeoff moves her closer to her dream of being a private pilot and a cardiovascular surgeon. In Newport News, Virginia, Ephraim Graham, CBN News.
Good for her. Tomorrow's Aeronautical Museum is in California, in Compton, California, but its founder is looking to open chapters in cities across the country. And Pat, there's already a program here in the Hampton Roads area of Virginia.
Well, I tell you, that young girl is something. I know what it's like to solo the first time. I mean, it is a scary experience when the instructor's been going with you and you got about 7 or 8 hours of flying, and all of a sudden you get to the end of the runway and he gets up and says, it's all yours. You say, oh, no, what do I do now?
I bet you that's when you really discovered God, huh? Praying up a storm.
Well, unfortunately, he was with me. I should have killed myself, but that young lady, I mean, isn't she something?
She's inspirational, I tell you. She puts us all to shame.